Hey, buddy. All right, let's open this thing up. I love, love, love this watch. So, why don't we start with the movement? You just never see like a traditionally finished, super, super, super high-end finishing movement like this from these more sculptural independents. You know, you've got like obviously Devatun, super high finish, but it's their own type of stuff. And then kind of Urwork, you never really see the movements. But for this one, Max paired with Jean-Francois Mojon, who's one of the best movement constructors in the industry. He did Opus 10 for Harry Winston, and of course Kari Voutilainen, who was in charge of designing all the finishing and stuff like that. So for me, I love Kari as well. I think you might have mentioned that you have a Kari. And this is like a way to get that sort of Kari type of sparkle, but in a little bit more contemporary or progressive piece. But the movement architecture and the bridges also is just stunning, and I don't think gets enough credit. People understandably get swept away by the dial side and don't talk about just how well designed and beautiful this movement is. But obviously the balance wheel is conspicuously absent because it is right here. So on the dial side, you can see down here you've got a three-dimensional power reserve that leads into this bridge. You can see that the sapphire crystal dome is pretty well pronounced, and these it's supposed to be kind of a play on a classic watch. So you've got these kind of enamel two dials that float above the main dial here, and they're independently set. So like a Journe Resonance, you can set it to 3 hours and 5 minutes different or whatever. This crown sets this, and this crown both winds it and sets this dial. So let's give it a wind up. Check out the power reserve as it moves up. And there goes the balance. The balance wheel is huge and very pronounced. Obviously, it's the main sort of feature of the watch, but I love how this piston comes up to show the life of the watch. I think it's a really cool touch. And beautifully blued for the indicator there. I don't know how well that comes across. Also the hands as well. So you can see on this crown you've got the MB&F logo. On this crown is like a globe. Obviously it's your sort of world time. This watch is on a brand new strap. The straps are really thick and take a little while to break in. I'll show it to you on my wrist, but keep in mind that it's not hugging as well as it will when the strap fully breaks in. You can see there how sort of stiff it is, but I'm going to pull it as tight as I can get it so you can see. All right. And like I said, I obviously, Max and I are friends. I can try to get any other strap that they have there if there's something different that you want. But for now, the traditional black is here. All right, so there you can see you can see it's still a little stiff, so it's not exactly where it would be. But on the wrist, it really hugs nicely. The lugs hook down quite a bit, so it really it fits on almost any size wrist and wears really well. The case isn't too crazy heavy, even though it's gold. Really just awesome on the wrist because you've got that angle where you can kind of see something cool going anywhere, and there's just so much movement. So many of these watches, they look really cool, but nothing moves, nothing happens when you actually look at the thing. But this has this kind of kinetic sculpture idea going all the time. anyway, that's it. I hope that this answered your questions of whatever you wanted to be answered by a video or whatever. You can see the watch is mint, mint, mint. Looks brand new and has a full warranty and everything. So it's good to go, man. Let me know.